Hello and welcome to this episode on Coffee with the Champions and Leaders, powered by Division B, District 127. The guest we have on our show today is a two-time international award-winning public speaker, the first Emirati to win the District Toastmasters Annual Conference 2018 Award for Humorous Speech, and the only Arab among 28 best speakers to have reached the semi-finals of the International Toastmasters Speech Contest 2020. Holding a degree in media production, having assisted international productions like The Fast and Furious, Mission Impossible, and several others, it is indeed my privilege and honor to introduce to you Toastmaster Sameer Al Jaberi. Welcome, Toastmaster Sameer, to the show. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you so very much for having me here today, and it's really my pleasure.
Great. Toastmaster Sameer has been with Toastmasters since 2018. And the reason he joined Toastmasters was to improve his public speaking skills, to inspire, and to tell stories. So let's listen to some of the stories that he has to tell us. Toastmaster Sameer, your USP, your unique selling proposition that sets you apart.
I would probably say, and it's not from me, I'm hearing it from other people and the audience usually, and I believe that's what makes it different and unique for me, which is being natural on stage. And being natural on stage helps to send the message across. It makes the audience feel that we're all on the same level and they're open to listen to what I have to say.
That's wonderful. It's not easy for someone to be very natural on stage. And so that's probably one of the best things that makes you a champion. That's great. Tell us 3 things that you do yourself and you would recommend to the rest of the members on how to become a champion speaker.
Well, the 3 things that I use myself, I would say number 1 is authenticity, which also helps you to be natural on stage and being yourself, be true to your topic that you talk about, and true to the audience that are listening to you. Number 2 is, I would say, practice. Practice, practice, practice. That's the most important thing that probably I've ever done throughout this whole journey in public speaking and communication. It's a key thing to practice everything that you do. The last thing I would say is to have a heart of steel, to accept criticism and feedback. Sometimes at the beginning of the journey, I realized that I would tense up if someone tells me, no, you shouldn't do it this way. But if you listen, this is what makes you better. So have a heart of steel and just take it all and become better.
So for those of you wanting to become a champion speaker, authenticity, practice, 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 and a heart of steel to be able to take feedback. 3 main points that our champion speaker is advocating. Being a storyteller, narrate an incident that was a turning point in your journey.
Okay, well, that's an interesting one. It is during the preparation for the DTAC humorous, and at that time, remember, I just started 2018 and I was straight away thrown into the competition. So I was practicing again, day and night, every day. And then I remember one weekend, my friends asked me to go out with them to the movies, and I said, I can't, I need to stay home and practice. They asked me, what's for? And I said, it's a public speaking competition. And they started laughing. They're like, oh, you're gonna be one of those standing on stage, be happy, eh. And I'm like, not really. And then they said something interesting. It's like, these people always do things they don't actually do themselves. They say things, and they preach things, and they don't do it. They say, be happy, and they're not actually happy. So why do you want to be like them? I took that story with me home because I thought it's true. But then I realized something very important after I actually went through this experience. It doesn't really matter about that speaker if he actually does it himself or not. What I care about, did he affect me in a good way or not? If the speaker on stage is saying, don't lie, lying is not good, and he lies himself, why do I care? What I care about, did he affect me in a good way or not? Did he make me stop lying or not? I don't care about what he's doing. So that made me actually wanting to stand on stage, and no matter what it is, if I believe it's a good message, I will deliver it. I don't care what people will think. I don't care what they know about me or they don't know about me. If I want to deliver a message for a good reason, that's all I care about. Maybe, somehow, I will change someone's life, hopefully, to be a better person.
Wow, that's an amazing story. Great narrative. To believe in what you say, but not bother about who receives it. You say what you want to say. That's a great story. Well, whether it be Toastmasters or your life, what in your point of view is your greatest achievement in life?
Looking back at who I was, and for those who know me from a young age, I'm an extremely shy person. I barely can speak in front of one person. That's how I grew up to be. And seeing how Toastmasters and how public speaking and practice have helped me to reach to a point where I've been speaking in front of hundreds of people on a stage, and being able to successfully send a message, being able to rub shoulders with some of the best speakers around the world and the champions. That's, to me, is one of the biggest achievements I've ever done, and mainly is to feel great and feel that I've actually overcome my fear, which is being able to speak in front of people, and now successfully overcoming it, that I can now speak on stage and to many people. I'm still afraid. I can still feel the stress, but to be able to control it and actually send the message and be on stage and feel that adrenaline rush, it's now actually something that I enjoy. It's no longer something that I'm afraid of.
If I were to come to your club as a guest one day, what would your pitch be to motivate me or anybody who comes to your club as a guest to join your club and in turn Toastmasters?
Well, the message that I usually give, the way how I like to look at it, is that it's like going to the gym. We go to the gym to feel better, have a healthy life, look better. It increases your confidence because you're in good shape, you're feeling better, healthier, generally a better life. But then if you stop going to the gym, it goes back to where it used to be, right? Not very good, not very healthy, yada yada. Public speaking is exactly the same, because you need it in your everyday life. You need it to communicate with your family, with your friends, with your colleagues. It's not necessarily only to be standing on stage. So when you practice and you do this workout of public speaking and communication, you feel better, you look better, and you have a better life. But if you stop it at any time, you go back to where you are. So you need to continue and keep going and doing more meetings, training, and what a better place. We were looking for a platform, people to be standing in front of you, to tell me feedback, to listen to me, and to practice communication. So I just say it, look at it as if you're going to the gym and having a better life.
But what if I'm extremely scared to be standing on stage?
I've seen those myself, and believe me, I've seen people getting completely stiff in front of me in front of a couple of people, and they cannot do it. But if they keep practicing, and a lot of it, the practice is not just your physical appearance or standing on stage, it's the mindset. Few things can change, just the mindset. Just before the humor speech competition, I was extremely nervous, extremely nervous. And it happened to be that I've heard one of the other Toastmasters, and his speech was very similar to mine. I started even more panicking. And I felt like, you know what, I want to drop the mic and just say, that's it, I can't. I'm just way too stressed. I don't think I can do it. But then my mentor at that time, she just told me one thing, and that's the mindset that I'm talking about. Regardless of what it is, just go on stage, have fun. you like to entertain and you like to tell your story, right? I said, yes. She said, then just do that. We don't want to win today. Let's go back home. Just go entertain them and leave. And I said, yes, I will do that. And it turned out to be the best speech at that time, and I won. It was only the mindset. You know, you can change the mindset and say, why all these people are standing in front of, they're sitting in front of me. I would be stressed to see them looking at me, but the question is, why are they sitting there looking at me? It's because I have an information that they want. So they need me. So they're here to listen to me. They're not here to attack me. So why am I stressed? All of these things, it's a mindset thing. Once you start changing them, then you will see yourself with practice. Anyone can do it. Really, anyone can do it.
Wow. Are you someone who is still pondering whether you need to join Toastmasters? Well, here's your excuse. It's all in the mind. It's all about your mindset. You have a story, we're here to listen. This was Toastmasters Sameer Al Jaberi with his great story on how he became a champion speaker. Stay tuned for more episodes on Coffee with the Champions and Leaders, powered by Division B, District 127. Thank you.